This is turning inward, not of the body, not of the mind, but looking at yourself, the fundamental you, which does all this. But that you has not yet come into your experience. Right now what you call as myself is a bundle of ideas, thoughts, emotions, opinions, philosophies and belief systems. This is an accumulated process. Whatever you have gathered, you can also shed it and pick up something else tomorrow, isn't it? Yes? No? Can you or can you not? If you're willing, you can. What you have gathered from outside, you may anyway lose it. You will lose it one day. Yes, you will lose it one day. So once you get identified with what you have gathered, either in the body or in the mind, then you become very prejudiced. A certain level of prejudice. What you call as my mind is a certain type of prejudice. No, I'm very broad-minded. Yes, you have a broad prejudice, all right. Because the very nature of the mind is such, it cannot operate without an identity. The moment you identify with something, you are prejudiced in favor of that identity. Right now, something as basic as, right now if you are identified strongly as I am a woman, I am a man. Now, if the same things happen here, if you are identified as a woman, you will see it one way. If you are identified as a man, you will see it another way. This doesn't stop with just this bodily identification. It goes to your education, your family, your race, your culture, your religion, your nationality, a million other things. Anything and everything that you come in touch with, you naturally get identified with it. Once you're identified with it, your mind works only around that. If you get strongly identified with, let's say, this flower, you're a rose flower party. See, this can happen to you. You're a rose flower party. If I just take this petal off, I won't do such things, but if I do such a thing, it will tear your heart apart. Suppose you're identified very strongly with this nation. If I tear this flag, which is just a piece of cloth, it will hurt you immensely, isn't it? Yes or no? So whatever you're identified with, your mind functions only around that. So mind is a certain type of prejudice. It once happened, Shankaran Pillai died. Shankaran Pillai means it's a common name in South India, like John Smith. Shankaran Pillai died and went to heaven. God himself was keeping the gate on that day, being a Sunday. You must die on a Sunday. And when he saw Shankaran Pillai come to the gates, he welcomed him. And then he said, son, if you have to enter the heaven, you have to spell a word. Shankaran Pillai thought, oh my God, here also a spelling test. I never thought God is a school teacher of all the things. He said, okay, Father, what's the word? He said, you have to spell the word love. Shankaran Pillai thought, okay, that seems easy enough. He had, in his life, he had told any number of people, I love you, I love you, I love you, but he had never written a love letter. So spelling was a real issue, a little bit of an issue. So he thought it's such a small word, he could guess. He said L-O-U, L-O-V, L-O-U, L-O-V-E. Yes, my son, you got it, please come in. Then he entered the heaven and then God said, I have a little chore to finish and come. If you can just keep the gate for me for a few minutes, please do that for me. Shankaran Pillai felt really great, substituting for God. Not a small privilege. He said, fine, why not? And he stood there and little feeling really wonderful, looking around at the heaven. Then he felt somebody coming outside of the gate. He turned around and looked. His wife was standing there. He got completely disturbed. He said, you, how come you? This is not a local bar or something for you to follow me. This is heaven. How did you get here? She said, I was driving back from the funeral. I crashed the car and here I am. So Shankaran Pillai said, that's okay, but you have to spell a word, otherwise you can't get in. She said, come on, if you have spelled the damn word and got inside, what's my problem? Tell me what's the damn word. He looked at her and said, Czechoslovakia.